Hey guys, welcome back for another Ratchet video. If you like this type of content and you find it helpful, please do me a favor and give me a like and consider subscribing because it would help me out a lot. Okay, today we have a Walden 4051 Ratchet. Three-eighths drive, round head. That's the profile. Pretty interesting design on this one. A bit different. So let's open it up and see what we have. This one has a small stretch ring on top. There's the ring. It goes into a groove right there. All this does is holds down the switch cap. Here's the switch cap. It's like a cast piece. If you notice, there's these two protrusions here. That's what engages the switching. Once you get the cap off, there's another retention ring here. It's another ring that holds in the mechanism. Okay. Once you get the lip lifted up, you just go around the edge and it should come off. That's the ring. Just your common retention ring. Okay. Here we just push out the mechanism. And a pretty unique design. Has two pawls. One on top, one on the bottom. And they both slide opposite ways when they switch. If you look inside the mechanism, you're going to see a spring. And it attaches to the pawl. There's a hole in the pawl, in the bottom of the pawl that the spring rides in. And when one goes this way, the other end switches the other way. And that spring keeps pressure on the opposing sides. Okay. To remove the spring, go in there and hold it apart, and the pawl should slip out. Okay, here's the spring. This is what it looks like. It's kind of conical, like it's fatter in the middle, and it tapers to kind of a point at the end. It's fatter down here, and then it tapers to a smaller diameter on top. Okay. Now the pawls. Once the spring is out, the pawls should just slide out. This is what the pawls look like. The pawls have this cut out here. That's where the protrusions on the switch cap, when it's in the mechanism, that's where they ride to switch the pawls. And it has a shorter side on the bottom of the paw and a longer side on top of the paw. Oh, and that's the hole that the spring rides in. And you have your bottom paw. Same thing, just opposite. Has the longer side on top, the shorter side on the bottom. The hole for the spring. Here's the housing for the mechanism. There's your detent paw, your T-tent ball. Pretty small, looks like a pretty small ball. It holds okay. Not like super tight or anything, but it works. You can see the anvil. It's a little rough in that it looks pretty square. They didn't really chamfer the edges too much, just maybe a little bit. On the top, it's really square. Okay. And the body. You can see where the quality control wasn't that great here. You see over on this side, it's a lot thinner than this side when they bored it out. So they didn't bore it exactly in the middle. It's more towards this side and this side. So the quality control was a little bit lacking there. But these are the teeth. It has 40 teeth, but surprisingly, it feels coarser than that for some reason. But yep, 40 teeth. Okay, put this back together. You take your paw. Make sure the cutout is facing this way, away from the anvil. Because in that cutout, the switch protrusion is going to ride in there to switch it back and forth. Okay, now you put the spring in there in the hole. And you take your top paw and you try to get that spring under the paw. Okay, there it goes. So it went in each hole, each side of the spring. So it switches back and forth. Just to test it out, you can put the cap on top and see. Yep, switching. All right. Also, the body has this small cutout here, and that's gonna sit flush with the anvil side. Just squeeze the pawls, each paw a little bit to get it in there. And you can see it sits flush. The anvil side. Take your retention ring. Get it started on the groove. And you just press it. Go around the groove. Press it, press it, press it. Oh. Sorry about that. And make sure it's secure there. Okay, you take the cap and you see the cutouts in the pawls here and here. And you take the cap and you take the protrusions in the cap and you put them in those cutouts. And you switch it. Yep, you got it right. Okay. Now you take the small ring. Small stretch ring. Okay. And you put it around the groove on top of the cap. Make sure the cap is secure. And there you have it. That's the total teardown of the Walden 4051. Until next time, take care.